How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing: always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about Lucid, which finished slightly red on the day. We did have a green day inside of the market, but it was a volatile one, knowing that we had the CPI numbers that came out. But I know you guys have a lot of questions as far as going into Friday, so we're going to go over that in today's video. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description because I value your time. So we're going to take a look at the charts, we're going to take a look at the short interest, and then when all of that is done, I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts. So let's get into those videos. So we're going to take a look at the chart for Lucid. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $13.01, being down 0.61%. On the low, it tested $12.38, and then on the high, testing $13.24. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 20.817 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 18.499 million shares. So we had above average volume on the day, and we saw a slight pullback in the stock. Now, when we take a look at our chart, which is our daily chart, not only is Lucid trading below all of our major moving averages, we did end up putting in a lower low and as well as a lower high today. The good thing about it is we were able to defend the 52-week low. We only got down to $12.38, and as far as for the high is concerned, it is lackluster, being only at $13.24. So what do you want to see from Lucid? I would love for us to get to the high from the previous day, getting above $13.50 to make that move to $13.60. But if it can get back to the 9 EMA, which is at $13.48, I guess that wouldn't be a bad look either. If it was able to gain some more momentum and break above that $13.50 level, I did talk about $13.60, but if we have some serious strength, I would love to see a gap fill here right around $14.24 to the upside. If we do not get that, and let's say for example we put in a lower high and as well as another lower low, then I could see Lucid not only going back to test the 52-week lows, but going down further to seeing a test around $12. So overall, at least you guys know what it looks like to the upside and as well as for the downside. And like I said in previous videos, if you believed in the long-term prospects and you bought some shares while it was trading in the low 12s and you were able to do a swing, you definitely made some money here. Now let's move on. So we're going to take a look at the recent institutional ownership and short interest information for Lucid. So scrolling down on the page, green rows indicate new positions, while red rows indicate closed positions. So when we take a look at the recent filings for October the 13th, you can see we don't have any new or closed positions, but we do have some changes here. So we have the National Bank of Canada with shares of 23,240, and you can see there's a value change of 54%. And another one that is noticeable, we have Newbridge Financial Services Group with 13,465 shares, and you can see a value change of 9.18%. And another noticeable one we have here is SJS Investment Consulting Inc. that purchased 548 shares, but they are down as far as the value change at 42.86%. And another one I want to show you is the National Bank of Canada also has calls with the value of those shares being at 26,526, and the value change is at 1.88%. Now, when we take a look at the short interest, the off-exchange short volume ratio is at 63.31%, and then for the off-exchange short volume, it is just over 5.66 million shares. Scrolling down on the page, the short shares availability is at 0, updated just now, and then for the short borrow fee rate, it is at 6.20%. When we take a look at the history, the short volume, we can see for the close of the 11th, it is at 63.71, and then for the close of the 12th being at 63.31. So right around the same. And then when we take a look at the short interest percentage of the float being at 21.54%, Lucid does continue to have short squeeze potential. So for my final thoughts for Lucid when it comes to the price action, so we ended up seeing a low at $12.38, and we know that the 52-week lows are around $12.20. So we see that Lucid is doing a great job defending it. Is it trying to form a bottom?
bottom, hey, we're gonna have to wait and see. And if you want to see if it decides to break down lower and what it can look like, of course, check out the chart portion of the video. Now, as far as for the high of the day, we got up to around $13.24. But what do you want to see from Lucid? Like I said in my previous video, I would love to see price action above $13.60, and then seeing that test going to at least $14, and then we could see what it would do from there. We also do have earnings season that is coming up going into next week for all of the big tech companies. So this can bring some more momentum in the market, especially since we saw a good amount of momentum today. So I want to make sure you guys are prepared, you're up to date, you know what's going on. So add those levels to your homework if you're thinking about trading it. There have been multiple opportunities where I was saying, you know what, if you're looking for a trading opportunity, if you're buying Lucid in the 12s, you could do swings, especially with calls when it pops back up into the $13 range. And knowing that's been a continuous trend, I'd be very curious to see if that continues going into tomorrow as well. Will it go back under 13? Let's see. As far as for the short interest information, it does continue to have short squeeze potential as well. So that's another reason why when things pick up very quickly and we have buying volume, it can move fast. I was expecting a bigger move considering what the market did today, but we did have a big time drop after that CPI report, and that rally pretty much was beneficial for all of the big tech companies out there. But again, they didn't have like crazy strong days when we take into consideration how the week has started. But with that said, going into Friday, we do have bank earnings that's going to be coming out, and this can have an impact on the market. So I want to make sure you guys are paying attention to that. And before I close this video out, there was some recent news that came out in regards to Lucid that they released a software update for their vehicle. Apparently, it is the most extensive one, and it shows a lot of advancements. And you know what? I'm actually excited to see this because it shows that they want to make sure that they're delivering value to their customers and making sure that they have leading technology inside their vehicles, and you can't complain about that, especially if you are an investor inside of the play. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see how it performs going into Friday. We'll talk soon.